Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Hey, it's Wayne with halftheflip.com. It's Wednesday. Hump day. Yep. Halfway through the week. Not too bad. Still living on Mountain Dew. Keeps me alive. Okay, so what are we doing today? Normal grind. I mean, nothing magical about this whatsoever. The only thing different that I'm going to try to do now is try to do multiple processes a day, which before I would stick to one process, get one full process done, and then move on to the next one. What I want to do now is divide up what I want to do every day, and I think what that'll help me do is make sure that I keep stock. I introduced sourcing into my weekly schedule. I don't know if you want to call it a schedule or not. What I want to do is be able to hit what my goal is for the week and then move on from there. So it's extremely rough right now. I don't know if this will be what actually ends up on the board, but it's just going to be a total breakdown from the sorting, which I want to do 15, which is literally just items coming in the door, making sure that all the material is correct, unstained, no holes, any kind of tag or anything is cut off, all of the zippers are zipped up and buttons are buttoned, and then all these sets are going to be on 15 because we're going to try to get 15 listed every day. So what I want to make sure that I'm trying to do is at least get the 15 items done in each one of those. So you have the sort, you have the photographing of it, you have the pre-draft of me actually taking the item and filling out the blank sheets that you guys have seen me fill out many times. That literally goes into a tub and then goes into my wife where she does hers. So it looks like that. So she gets them done, and I bring them back and then photograph them from there. And then sourcing. So if we're trying to do 15 a day, it's about 105 items I need coming in every week. Every week. 15 comes out to roughly about 450 every month. 400 is good. I'm perfectly fine with 400 right now. If we can get into the motion of getting 400 back in the system every time. Of course, here we are. It's September, and now that I have room, I would love to break into hard goods and start yard sailing and working on that stuff too. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that or not, and that might be part of my sourcing. Other than I don't want to spend a whole day sourcing hard goods and then not hit my 100 items a week. So I'm a little torn. 100 items for me here isn't that hard. Where it gets hard is where my wife jumps in. So to ask her to do an 8-hour day most of the time, a 10-hour day, and then come home and try to draft and list, 30 items. So she'd have to do a bin of 15 and then release 15 of them. So that's my hard spot. So I'm not 100% sure. A lot of the a lot of the drafting part, I've helped tremendously on trying to get that as smooth as possible for her, so that once we do start ramping this up, that she'll still have the ability to be able to do that. Now, if I double this and we start doing 900 items a month, almost 1,000, there's no way that she'll be able to handle that. So in my back of my mind, I still have to figure out what I can do to be able to handle that volume. And I mean, that's where I want to go. That's my next step, my next phase, is to double the amount of what I'm doing now. I can stay here, or I can move on. And I mean, the whole goal when I first started this was to, you know, have this. So to have it and not utilize it would be quite silly. So definitely things I'm thinking about, trying to figure out how to do stuff without pushing her out or making her feel like I'm trying to push her out, because you know, I want her to be a part of this just as much. And you know, she is an extremely hard worker, and putting in 10 hours a day and then trying to come here and still be, you know, a key factor in here, it's just going to be hard on her, and I don't want to burn her out either. So stuff racking in my head, just brain dumping right now. You guys know how it is. Every once in a while I love to do this and just put it down out of here. Definitely been looking into getting stuff delivered. My problem is the cost just goes way up, way up, way up, way up. So to have that amount of capital just sitting is a little frustrating. So until I know exactly what can move, so this is theoretical here. So let's say I buy 500 pairs of shoes, and of course that's a lot of money, even at $5 a piece. What I have to know what I can move immediately out of those to ensure that I get that initial investment back as fast as I possibly can. I don't mind having stuff sit on the shelves. I know this stuff sells. You know, everybody wants to get rid of it. I'll sit on it. You know, it will sell. It does. I still have stuff from over a year ago leaving, and I have just as much new stuff going out as I do old stuff. So to me, having shoes fill this whole wall and they trickle out is fine with me. But I can't have them trickle out from day one. So I gotta know enough about what I'm getting into before I dump that large amount of capital into something to even try it. So that's what I'm looking at. Not really sure. I can buy smaller ones at first. They just cost more money, and of course the more money you spend, the less profit you're gonna get out of each one of them. So I'm torn just a little, but I like it because it still makes me feel like the possibility of growth is still right there. I mean, if I wanted to get a loan and dump a lot of money into it, I know that I can turn around and make the money back. Now the problem is how long and how fast can I process stuff. You know, right now at 100 a week, if you buy 10,000 items, it's gonna take me a long time to make that money back up. So I gotta think about that too. I don't wanna bring in, you know, 10,000 pieces of clothes or 100,000 pieces of clothes and not do anything with them. I mean, all my money would be stuck in a massive death pile that I'd just be swimming in and couldn't get out. So, my brain's full. But for now, it's time to hit the bins or something again. So I want to keep these tubs full. Every time I pull a tote in there, to my wife, I need to be putting another bag or two back into them from Goodwill or anywhere. So that's my Wednesday hump day brain dump for today. I'll let you guys know the insanity that is stewing in my brain right now and how ludicrous it seems. So I hope everybody has a great day and fantastic sales. And of course, I'll see you tomorrow. Later. Unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end. And here we are. So if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to continue to follow my journey, make sure you subscribe. So until then, I'll catch you on the flip side. Good night. Goodbye. See you later. Toodaloo.